What's up, guys? Today's Thanksgiving morning, so hopefully everyone's having a good Thanksgiving, or will have one. We're gonna play a new game on this channel. It's called "How Many New Gray Hairs Do You Spot on Geo?" Each video, they are coming in good. My last video from Monday, my done with UberPool video, seems to be my most popular video so far. I guess I underestimated how much drivers hate pools. And let me just get this out of the way. I know, sorry. I know I was really complaining in that last video, and I really I'm not a big bellyacher. I'm really not. I was just a little wound up that day. I was a little fired up from that incident with that one asshole. And man, I'm not gonna apologize for it. That's just, I mean, I've watched the video a couple times and I swore way more than I usually do, and I was just really fired up about it, and that's how angry pools get me. This video will serve two purposes. I've just got a couple stories of just really annoying pool rides, and then something else that I'll get into after that. I've got a few really annoying pool stories. The first probably really annoying Uber pool story I have is I remember this was a Sunday and it was my very first trip. I got a request off of Division by Ashland, and Division was blocked off. There was like some kind of fest going on, so Division was blocked off. So I got a request. It was a pool. I pick up these two girls, and they were going maybe, I'm not even gonna say a quarter mile away, but they were going like total maybe like 700 feet away on Milwaukee. So because Division was blocked off, I had to go around back to Ashland, back to Milwaukee, and there was so much traffic on Division on Milwaukee because Division was blocked off. And these girls were like, "Can you turn down the air conditioning? Could you make it cooler?" And they asked to use the aux cord, right? So these two chicks were hanging out in the car, blasting their horrible music, chilling out with the air conditioning for like 35 minutes to go not even a quarter mile. And I made all of like $3.30 for that trip. And that pissed me off. So that's one annoying pool story. Another, I would say I've had a lot of, I probably had a good 30, 40 trips that were pools that were like a couple of blocks, like 3 blocks. Like I remember one Sunday I picked this guy up and he smelled like he literally took a nosedive in like a vodka tub. Like this dude was still lit, still stupid, just like when you drink so much and it's coming out of your pores. That's what this guy smelled like. And I told him, like, he got in the car, and then I saw the address was literally 3 blocks away, maybe 2 blocks. And I drive him, and I get over there, and he's like, "This isn't the address." I was like, "Yes, it is. Get out." He's just like, "Okay." So yeah, there's that one. I had one where I've had a couple that really annoyed me, where it was like, you take the pull request, you pick up the first person, and then the new rider gets added, and they're always like, "Hey, could you like not pick that person up, please?" And then that just makes me want to pick up the second person more. Like, oh, that person's gonna inconvenience you picking that person. Okay, yeah, no, we're for sure getting that person now. Yeah, that's happened a couple times. I remember on a Friday, I got a ping by Northwestern the university, and it was a pool. I picked up this one guy, and he was going to the airport. Matched up with someone else, picked up someone else, and she wasn't going that far. And then on the way to the airport, it was horrible traffic because Friday afternoon traffic is the worst, and you guys know that. Um, on the way to the airport, he was like, "Hey, can we hurry it up? I got a flight in 30 minutes." Like, yeah, I'm a nice guy. I'm not like combative or anything like that, but I should have been like, if you're in a rush, why would you take a pool? Like, then the pressure is on the driver when, again, like, this is what annoys me about pool passengers is they want the UberX convenience with the UberPool price. So that kid probably got charged $15 on an airport trip when that probably would have been a $35 Uber or UberX. So he just wanted the cheap fare, but he didn't plan ahead. So the pressure was on me to get him there, which I did because I'm a pro. Um, and then I had one more story that I was thinking of that really annoyed me. Oh yeah, I the morning it was like a Wednesday or Thursday morning, and the morning rush just died down. So I set the filter for I had one filter left for the day, and I set it for O'Hare, and I got a request that was maybe like 3 or 4 minutes away, and it was by like the UIC campus that's right by like a little south of 290, and I picked this guy up. And the first thing he gets in the car, and he had broken English. He was I think he was a student, and he was like, "Hey, get us there as fast as you can, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then I realized, like, wait a minute, you picked a pool, like, oh, God, that drives me nuts. But never again, because ever since I put out my video on Monday, I've not taken a single pool request, and I think my mood has improved because of it. I think so. And then moving on to that's I guarantee every driver in this market and every market that has pools has annoying stories like that. I know it. Okay. Second thing is, so after the response of that video on Monday, I've gotten a lot of emails and support from you guys, and I have an idea, and I had this idea when I was emailing back one of my subscribers, and this isn't like a movement, okay? This is something that we as drivers can try. Like, and I do think it would be beneficial if even a small percentage of drivers go through with it. And it really is essentially a boycott of UberPool, of denying pools. Because I had this in an email with a subscriber, like I said earlier. Let's imagine a small percentage of drivers, maybe 10 to 20%, refuse to take pool trips altogether, completely. Let's say you're a few blocks away from a pool request and you don't take it. So obviously that request goes to the next close driver, which might be 4 or 5 minutes away. Let's say that driver who's in on it doesn't take the pool either. Whatever. Potato. And then it goes on to the next driver. And let's say this is the morning rush, like 7:30. So 2 drivers have turned down the pool request. It goes to the third driver that is 10 or 11 minutes away. Now, anyone who's familiar with this market knows that passengers do not like waiting more than a few minutes for a ride. So if you're that driver that accepted the pool request and you're 11 minutes away, there's a good chance that passenger is going to cancel on you, which then will send it back to another driver, and that one might be just as far as away. Now, that passenger is going to have to make a choice. Are they going to wait 11 minutes for an Uber pool, or are they going to request an UberX that's like 3 minutes away, right? And let's say this happens a few times. That passenger will be burned on UberPool. They're like, well, you know, it's either be late for work or be on time. and pay $4 extra. Like, this is our market. This is not Uber. Like, this is not their house. This is our house. Okay. And this is something that we can essentially have control over. Now, there's like 35,000 drivers in this market. I know there's no way in hell every single one of those is going to follow through on this. But like I said, if even a small portion of drivers goes through with it and denies every single pull request, I think the market will be better for drivers. I really do think that. And I think you have to also include like Lyft lines too. You gotta, I mean, this is nothing against, I personally think UberPool is a good strategy for executively on their end. It's a good idea because you get to tell the major metropolitan cities like, well, you know, we've cut down on so many cars on the road because we have more passengers, you know, sharing rides. So we're cutting down on cars on the road, on traffic, and we're cutting down on emissions. I like that. That's a good pitch. And honestly, I think I think that's a good approach. I really do. But the problem is the passengers have abused it. They've abused and exploited this feature. And like, it's a burden on the drivers. So I really do feel like we can try to make a small difference, make a small dent in our market. Like, I'm not talking about hashtag delete Uber, hashtag boycott Uber. That's never going to happen. I know that. But this is our market. Okay. I'm pretty sure whoever watches my video is a Chicago driver. And I do think we can make this work. So I say let's try it, right? So obviously you're going to see the hashtag on the video. So because this is just for Chicago. So I need you guys to spread the message for me. If you have any friends that are drivers, share this video with them, please. And other than that, like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Hope everyone had a good Blackout Wednesday. Bye.